H-Town. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. Sometimes Chris Walker coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is, what's the day? The day is Thursday. It's Baby Friday. Baby Friday. Baby Friday. Because we're not air tomorrow. I got a little lag in it, but I'm gonna try to work with it. I tell you how to love. And Walter, let me tell you something. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I concur. I concur. I do. Walter Yates said Robert had to love him some women. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I do. I don't know why machine running so I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna play it out. I'm just gonna go with it, go with it. I'm trying to see. I try to minimize a lot of stuff, but guess what? It's a lot of stuff running. But it's okay. It's okay. What's up, Stephen Adam? Um, what's going on? And I hope you love them too. Let's see where we're gonna go. Let me see where we're gonna go, y'all. It's Baby Friday. Tell me, I'm curious. I'm curious. What's on y'all mind today? Talk to me. What's on y'all's mind today? What's pressing? You know I got plenty. But what's pressing? The words of Barry Wright. You practice what you preach. What what's on y'all's mind today? Somebody throw me something out there. Jeremy Davis. Let me shout out to my starting five. Who I got? Who I got? We got Daryl Anderson. We got Thaddeus Moody. We got Walter Yates. We got Curtis George. We got who else? We got Steven Adams. What's up, baby? Then we got who's on the other side over there? Oh yeah, that was Jeremy. Um, we got D Holcomb. Did I say Jeremy Davis? I probably I did. I'll call him anyway. But share the show, everybody. Share the show. Got some interesting topics, and you know what? Somebody called me and said, Robert, I'm gonna tell you, man. Y'all got to quit being selfish though. I know you don't want your friends to know where you're getting this stuff from, but y'all can't do that. You got to share the show. Don't just like me, share me. You know, share me. Uh, shout out to Vernon Dean Foundation. I can't wait. The golf tournament is on Monday, so on Monday I will be at the golf tournament all morning. I'll try to um, come in and try to give y'all some live updates about what's going on at the golf tournament on Monday. I will be back in town on Monday. But shout out to Vernon Dean, man. It's just, in the foundation and the board members. And I just, y'all, it's just sometimes, man, sometimes you just labor and sometimes you just want to know it's your labor in vain. You do all this work I got a message for y'all. You do all of this work and and you just don't know if people appreciate it or not. And but I thank y'all because y'all believe y'all me. Y'all let a brother know that y'all appreciate him. I got people that text me and lift me up because y'all don't understand. Sometimes this stuff uh who somebody name somebody let me know if every day at your job you got to come on and create something brand new content every single day. Because I want to talk to you. I want to speak with you. Shout out to Pam Carroll, Angelique Bartholomew, uh, uh, Elaine Ladden, all the board members of the Bernadine Foundation. These ladies been working and working and working. And to all you gentlemen, all you women, all you men, and all you women who have decided to come out and participate instead of volunteer, to if you gave, if you sent, and you still have time to give uh, to the Vernon Dean Foundation, you still got time to give. You can perpetually give. I just want to give y'all an opportunity. If you're not gonna show up, you're not gonna play. At least send some. You know, you know, the guy that you're sitting up here listening to every day, he is on the board of that foundation. I mean, a guy who never asks y'all for nothing. He's sitting on the board of that. Y'all got to make me look good. Guess what? I ain't had too many Chop Shop volunteers that want to come out and just hang out and help when they. It's just weird to me. Ray Moore. I've told people about having toxic relationships. Toxic relationships when one side is always giving, and the other side's not giving nothing. Those relationships don't last long. It's been months. I mean, at least 6 months that I've been saying, put this on your calendar, save the date, to come out, help, and volunteer for 1 year, for one cause that I'm a part of. And Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Just thinking about it. If it just make me think, Because whenever somebody say they're giving something, I'm always supporting it. I'm not there. I'm gonna make sure I send an honorarium there. And I just want all of us to get, and I know some of y'all just ain't used to. Some of y'all don't understand the principles of reciprocity. And just some people don't. You know, I couldn't sit and watch and participate on a situation like the Chop Shop every day and not do nothing. That's why I always had this metaphor, bring your bricks. You know, I don't want you to just sit up here and close your hand and watch me. I don't like what he's saying. He made me sick. He made me sick on my comment. I ain't gonna watch him. No, I don't give a fat rat's ass if you don't watch this show, because this show don't pay me. No, real. I do this for this community. This is a community service effort. So I don't care. You follow me? You taking your daughter to theater, but you ain't taking your wallet. See, ain't no excuses. With this Kamala Harris, ain't no excuses. I'm taking send a donation. On that thing, and just send a donation. It's Walter Yates. Please let Robert Hatter know I sent this. That's how you do this. Ray Moore, you in Houston, Memphis, you can send one. The Boys and Girls Clubs in the Salvation Army, they benefited from this. You got me? Sometimes we just don't understand. The other night, under Black Men for Kamala, Black men win for Kamala. I wasn't there. But I clicked on that button and sent something to them. You follow me? Because a little go a long way. Y'all don't understand, man. What if everybody sent Kamala just $10? What'd happen? Happy birthday, Tanya. It's Tanya, your birthday every day with us. Happy birthday today. Y'all follow me? And I'm just using these principles In the future, y'all, one of y'all sons or one of y'all kids gonna run for something. They're gonna be in a position for something. And we're gonna use this platform. We got to be able to finance them. So we got to get our situations right. No excuses. I ain't gonna be. I told you 17 months ago. And sometimes you have to say it. You know, sometimes the hard things got to be said. You know, I'm looking around. We're living in history right now. I don't think we understand it. You know what? And the things I've been talking about over the last few, Tanya, look at you. See, and the things we've been talking about over the last few months, Tanya, I mean the last few days, we are living in history. Do y'all understand? Later on in life, when we go on to be with the Lord, some people gonna read in the history books about what we did in 2024. See, I read a lot. So I read about the history. So I be reading about these individuals. I brag about and talk about Adam Clayton Powell. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to help us. So y'all can talk about me while I'm gone. So the universe can talk about me when I'm gone. I want to do something great for y'all, for people. I'm serious, y'all. Every day I'm trying to figure out what can I do to impact. Why you think I'm on a board of a foundation that help kids? Because I want to help the kids. I want them kids to one day say, this foundation pushed me over to make me want to be this, and make me want to be this, and make me want to be this foundation. The donation to Tanya and Walter Yates sent. It's all this is beneficial. All of us. One of my friends is on the feed right now. I never forget. He said, Robert, what you doing? It's like you're throwing a rock in the pond. And the waves just keep going down the stream. And the waves affecting everything. You might not see it, but the waves are affecting people. We are living in history right now. We have a space right now to defy history. Let's change it. I talked to some young women last night, young, accomplished doctors, biochemists, 3 young, just got graduated from LSU. And I watch how these young sisters come out here to support their other sister who's going to get her white coat ceremony. A young, beautiful black woman who came by my daughter's and son-in-law's truck to get some wings last night. Yes. Came by last night. And I sit there and talk to them. And I just asked them a question, what do y'all think about? I said, are y'all excited? See, you can be accomplished. You can be smart. But you don't understand about the political landscape, your ass can be lost. No matter how much money you make. But these young women, they sit and listen. Ephraim McDuffie, what's up, Doc? They sit and listen to me. I didn't give them too much, Doc, because, they was waiting on their wings to get from done and get finished, and they was going to drive back to where they come from. And they came all the way to here to get some Memphis with Love wings. Yes. So, and one of them, she just said, I want her to win, but I'm not sure. I say she gonna win. I ain't gonna lie, I was unsure about Barack, cause it ain't never been done before. But this been done before. I know y'all talking about that woman part. I see a path to victory because I done studied the map. But I told a young girl, y'all better start watching my show. I don't care how busy y'all are. It's a rule. You get your little ass out here and vote. Don't you be, well, you know how people, I ain't vote, you know. But I mean, I just love the opportunity. Y'all know how I am. We sitting out there, we talking, we exchanging pleasures. A friend of mine, the white coat is a friend of mine's daughter. Them her friends, they coming up here for her white coat ceremony tomorrow, and all her friends are flying in to support her. Young black women support. And I told them, don't you know that what that's doing for you? As a brilliant black woman, that mean whatever company you work in, all ceilings gonna be lifted. This woman is helping you. I say y'all should be excited. And she's an AKA and wasn't excited. She just wasn't excited enough for me. I said, you don't mind people taking away from your reproductive rights. But somehow we have been brainwashed to feel like we're grasshoppers in the land of giants. I need our young people to be more excited. I even feel she's underrated. You know why? Because I went and studied Kamala's history. I feel she underrated. Wait a minute. What is this thing I had? Then I heard this. Hold on. Y'all got to share this. Hold on. What's it? Where's she at? Watch this.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom.
Freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too.
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
I'm going to just tell y'all this, man. And I'm going to talk about some sports for y'all. She did that. She gave me chills. They know what they're doing. I've been getting my text message. Only campaign before this one I ever gave to was Barack Obama. So Barack Obama. So I've been, every time a Democrat or everybody, Barack Obama, I guess affiliated with him, I always get a text since all the way back then about giving. I had a friend. I haven't heard from him in a long time. And they hit me up and said, Robert, do you think she can really win? I said, absolutely. 100% she can win. Because I done looked at the map. I done looked at the map of the battleground states that she can win. I think she can go and win North Carolina. I don't think Joe Biden could have. That's 16 electoral votes. Barack swept their ass. And they were like, why, Robert? Why? I said, because people will vote for her. Is she electable? Will you vote for her? You know, I'm going to ask. Will you vote for her? I don't want to hear all that talking about what you ain't going to. Will you vote for her? If you vote for her, guess what? She's electable. And I know I'm talking to somebody out there. Thank God we have this show. Malcolm Hall, I don't know what he'll do, but he made a confession on this show. He said, man, I just didn't know. Robert, I'm voting for her. He didn't understand. And we took out the time to help him out. We can't get mad at people when they don't want to vote. You can't get mad. But she's electable. You know why she's electable? Ladies and gentlemen. See, I have to give y'all some of this stuff because y'all ain't going to get it nowhere else. So, you know why she's electable? Because she's been elected to office for several times. Did you hear what I'm just saying? The reason, because they asked me, Robert, why she elected? I said, because she's been elected several times. She's a senator. She's a DA. She's been elected a lot of times. She ain't playing no games. She got a 20-year career of being elected. Not being a reality star. But let me keep going. I know I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm more excited about what I'm seeing shift in our collective consciousness and our commitment in ensuring that we're not doing what we did the last time with Hillary. We're going to make sure this one is a little bit better for us. And not just for symbolism, but for concrete benefits that we extract from our relationship with the government. Let's learn how to use the government instead of fighting. Let's learn how to use their ass. They don't use you. I had to share that with y'all. Shout out to Stephen Curry. You know, they're going to ask him how he feel. They over there, Paris, France. And, you know, that's why I love this dude. Watch
it. You know, this campaign and hopefully, you know, if she's on the ticket winning the election, like it's a big deal, to say the least. And she represents the Bay Area. She's been a big supporter of us, and so I want to give that energy right back to her. And just excited knowing, obviously, we're representing our country here, and this is a very monumental next couple months for our country and the direction that we're headed. So hopefully this is a great way to do our part to continue unifying the country with how we, you know, sports brings a lot of people together. And for her in this moment, knowing what's ahead, like it's all about positive energy and optimism, knowing how divided our country is right now. So just excited for Vice President Harris is primed to bring her energy to you know, this camp.
Thank you, Stephen Curry. Appreciate it. Y'all, I saw some alarming news. To, you know, just because, you know, living in Houston all this time, I had a affinity for Southwest Airlines. I fly United the most, but I just like Southwest Airlines because I used to go to Dallas a lot, so that Love Field. Me and Love Field, we didn't grew up together. You know, they say they got a 50-year history. I've been flying with them for 40 of them 50 years. So Southwest plans to start assigning seats. They used it in assign seats. They used to, first of all, you used to just, I think I think long time ago, they called it board, seating order. They got, 1 through 30, 31 through, whatever. But now they are going to start having assigned seats, breaking a 50-year tradition, and I was looking. I was going through my computer this morning because I'm trying to free some stuff off of it, and and I had so much Prime stuff on it, Coach Prime. I erased a lot of it, because once the file, I played the file, I erased a lot of, but a lot of them, I got some more to do. But I was just thinking about how much I've talked about, how many Chris McDermott, saw some files on him, all these high school players. Let me tell you something. This show has done a lot to highlight your kids and kids all over the country. That's why we can't limit ourselves to just basketball, because I see I got kids. I'm trying to, I forgot how some of these kids. There were so many uh, um, over the years. Got kids their highlights. I just remember Chris McDermott's name because he's one of the last ones I erased. The Chop Shop man has done so much in covering um, the basketball sector, even football. We we used to kind of talk about football a lot, but me and football got a love-hate relationship with it. Hey, Sonya. Hey, Anissa. We got a love-hate relationship with each other because I just don't. Let me tell you, I understand what football is. Football is a great industry where they have made more black millionaires than any other American industry, any industry in the world. To me. So I don't want to, but it's just hard for me to support it because I know how the owners feel about us. I know I've seen too many things because what I've been in this business for all these years. So while I was in the business, I was getting. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. A lot of this stuff I just didn't understand. Maybe I was just wasn't paying attention. Maybe I was just getting my client. But what I learned is how harsh they could be in negotiations sometimes. You know how hard they. I mean, that's why players is always great for you to have a representative because they're gonna talk so negative. If I'm representing Sonya's son, Sonya, you don't need to hear what they talking about your son bad. I ain't get. See, you gonna get personal with him. See, that's what happened with the Lamar Jackson thing. You gonna go back personal. It's business with me. You can say what you want about him, just pay him. He ain't this, Robert. He ain't this. He did this, Robert. He did this. You ain't said nothing about this. You ain't said nothing about this. Oh, they bring up that because they know everything these players doing, right? So it's just so much stuff that goes around it that y'all don't have privy. Just think you got a person like me that don't mind it with you, especially now because I'm kind of on the other side to just do some consulting on both sides, on the team side and so I kind of know both. They get in, play football, get your money, and get the hell out of there. That's why I don't like the players that get nobody no discount. Because they ain't going to get your black ass. When you all beat up, they are not going to come and say, well, let's give Earl Campbell another check because he messed up. Let's give Barry Sanders another check. Let's give some of these guys another check just because they used to play for us. No, they don't care about you no more, baby boy. You're on your own. And then if you try to file for disability and CTE and all of that, they put you on the back burner and say your brain was kind of bad anyway. So that your brain was going to be messed up anyway. They're going to get a white boys the benefits, but they don't want to get a black because they said the black brain is not that good anyway. So it's hard for me. It's hard for a conscious man to not, as Jane Ball was saying, a conscious black man would be in a rage all the time. So where else I'm going? But when I go and look at my computer and seeing all the input that we have to y'all kids, I got what is his name? AB up there in Dallas. The Duncanville. I got Duncanville on here. what is Anthony Black? I got Tyrese Max in high school. I got all of these people. I got all these people on. We've been talking about these kids forever. And then somebody, who was this? Denzel Washington. I saw this morning. And he said something. He said, that's how I approach every job. You can say whatever you want to. We're going to pay me what I feel I'm worth. I love it, son. Son, I bet you they're going to pay you too. You sound like you don't play. But he said, basketball community, us, he said, those who can, do. Those who can't, talk about those who can. No. Can you? You can't. Can you or can you not? Are you just one of those who sit on the sidelines and talk about other people who can? You need to step up. I said, wow. It's going to be I got some information about NCAA is expected to approve increased scholarships across multiple sports. According to Ross Dellinger, football right now got 105 scholarship. They're going to be able to have 20 more. Basketball got 15. They're going to have 17. I think this in the next year. Baseball got 34. Damn, they're gonna get extra. They're gonna get 22. Wow. Softball had 25. They're gonna get 13 extra ones. Volleyball 18. They're gonna be able to get 6 extra scholarships. Interesting. Just wanted to let heads up. There's 2 more scholarships in basketball. Y'all kids will be able to get. But we got to get them better. You know, somebody told me this morning, and he just laughed at me because, you know, he watched me. He just said, man, you talk about players. He said, I noticed you haven't been talking about certain players lately. I said, you know why? Because they haven't got better. I'm a guy that just like to see guys get better. When I talk about them, I'm not evaluating them. I'm not finna get them here. I'm not finna rank them. I'm not finna have a tournament. But guess what? When a college coach asks me about you, I got to be able to be able to shout it out for you. Y'all heard some stuff yesterday that didn't surprise me. We got people in this basketball community that that's over some of these teams, and not over some of the teams, but affiliated with some of these teams. But when they get with people in these events, they talking negative about our players. Even the players that's in their own organization, they talking negative about our kids, and they are supposed to be there. I'm gonna give you for instance. Let's say Robert Hatter was affiliated with, give me a team. Let's go, because I like him. Let's go with the Toronto, not the Toronto Rap, the A-Leaf, the Raptors. Fort Bend Raptors. You know, I call them the Raptors. Bobby Benjamin's Raptors. Let's say I'm affiliated with Bobby Benjamin. I'm in the gym every day. Now, I ain't helping Bobby Benjamin get him better. That's it. I'm just in the gym running my damn mouth and ain't inputting and nothing about it. I just sitting back watching, got something negative to say about every damn body, especially a kid come from Houston. Got something negative to say. And you know what? Then I go out of town. I go out of town and get with some more people. We at a tournament. And I get to talking about the people in my own program, talking about they ain't this and they ain't this, they ain't this. But the people let me know, because they saying, dude, if I'm around the team, first of all, why you talking about a program you around all the time? Why you talking about them kids? What are you doing to get them better? Gary, it's amazing. I forgot to tell you about it too, Gary. I'm sitting there saying, but guess what? I wasn't surprised. When they told me who it was, I said, what? I said, you know what? I'm not surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very bad game that's been played out here. I finally found out what Jimmy was talking about. Jimmy was saying, and parents, I asked Jimmy what he mean about the masturbation of these kids and parents' mind. And what he was saying, they just giving them information just to make sure the people, parents and the kids be happy, and giving them information just to say, see, y'all, I'm not, y'all, I know why y'all don't want to talk to me. Cause I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got a couple of relationships with people in this city, and they get mad at me when I just give them my informed and educated and experienced and opinion about basketball and how I assess what they're saying. See, they ask me. See, listen, mamas, don't mess around and ask me. Because I'm not going to tell you maybe what you want to hear. Some guy told me, Robert, I want you to help me with my son. I got my son. I want me to get him in there. So I give him things he need to do to get it right. He ain't called me back. So y'all like to be lied to. And I just want to bring it to your attention. You like to be lied to. It's amazing that I can be associated with this program, and I take my black grown ass out of town and get to talking negative about the kids in my program and the other kids. Who does that? Who does that? What's up, Elliot? Yeah, Elliot. On Tuesday night in Houston, Texas, all the general managers talk to before summer ball real quiet now. Wow. All the general managers talk to before summer, but they're quiet now. What you mean they're quiet? On Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen, the basketball tournament with TBT, that tournament. Oh, the GMs are the parents. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. On Tuesday night, it's going to be a doubleheader. The Cougs going to play against Colorado for Colorado team at 6 o'clock. It's a doubleheader. Eberling Drive versus Happy Valley Hoopers. You got a doubleheader. And man, we got to have at least if tickets $10, we got to have at least 5,000 people in there cheering out Cool Zone. Have y'all ever seen the game in Wichita? Now Wichita got their ass whooped, but they the games be in Wichita, them fans go crazy, but I know they ain't got nothing else to do. But y'all, every summer basketball team should be there. GMs are parents. Parents don't construct teams. I don't understand that. Gary, what you just gave me an oxymoron. The Cougs versus we ain't want to talk about the Longhorns. We're talking about the Cougs just now. The Longhorns got a team in this. Alfio, because I'm not cheering for them, but do they have a team? Hey man, that TBT, that Kentucky team. The Kentucky team's got Eric Bledsoe, both of the twins. James, what's my boy that lefty James used to play for them? I got it on the list somewhere. Man, the Kentucky team got pros. This TBT is getting dangerous. Hold up, why my TBT notes? Hold on. Gary, I don't understand you though, but I'm gonna get back to you. Hold on, let me get my TBT notes. TBT. Let me give me some TBT. What are my TBT notes? James Young. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Lord. 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 No. Lord. Is that correct, Lord? Because you know I like to be correct. Lord. The Houston team beat the Longhorns in the first round, Lord. Say that ain't so, Alfio. Oh. Alfio ain't said nothing about that. Boy, that James Young. They get the Harrison twins, Eric Bledsoe, James Young. What? At TBT. Tuesday night. I'm back in town. I'm in the building. I want my daughter to hear me, but I kind of glad. I kind of miss Houston a little bit. Here she go this morning. Now, what are your travel plans? They like me. They like me. Yeah, I'm a valuable asset around here. They kind of, what are your travel plans? I want to Kamala. Her name is not Camilla. Her name is Kamala. And her name is Kamula. Alfio. Don't put that mess up on here. See there? I'll be there Tuesday. Come on, y'all. Come on. TBT. I think I'm going to bring Bilal Badley on here on Tuesday. Let him talk about it. He ain't been on TV he ain't been on a show since 2009. It's time for him to come back. Okay. All right. Put some respect on my girl's name. Let's keep going. I got some more for y'all. Let me see. Let me keep going. Let me see what else I got. But somebody did tell me to. No, I ain't gonna even go there. Tell them, Hatter, you're an independent mover. Hey, they gonna miss me. They gonna miss me. I got a question. There's been a dream team. There's been a redeem team. What we gonna name this team right here? What we gonna name this team? I got a couple more things I'm gonna give y'all. Again, I don't know if Jimmy gonna come on or not. I want to get this stuff out the way because I got some stuff I got to share y'all. I got some stuff. So we got the dream team, the redeem team. What are we gonna name this team right here? Y'all want y'all to see something. Tell y'all what I love this election so much, and what and this stuff here don't make me mad. This stuff just make me feel so good. Hold up, y'all. I want to unpack something for no. I want to let y'all see something first. I told y'all should share this show, man. Y'all listen to this. Listen to this.
Harris as the nominee dramatically changes Donald Trump's odds of winning.
I'm worried about it.
Yes. I think she's gonna go for the minority and female and younger voters.
Progressive. Everybody's excited about her, right, and that scares me. You know, because Trump has to reconfigure where he's going and how they're going to outsmart her.
How do you perceive?
Everybody's excited about her. That scares me. These y'all neighbors right here. Watch this.
Vice President Harris compared to President Biden in terms of competency and experience.
I think she's worse.
she doesn't even know what's going on at the border.
Right.
She worshipped Biden. She don't know how to secure the border. That's the biggest lie in the world. She was not the czar of the border. She's the vice president, clowns. But let me keep going.
And that's what
She was supposed to be doing.
doing and then charge them. I mean, as a school teacher, if I did not do what I was supposed to be doing,
As a school teacher, your dumb ass should know that she was not. That's Homeland Security is in charge of the border. Dumbass.
you better believe my job would be in jeopardy. Well, it isn't. It not only was her job not in jeopardy, she was just handed a promotion.
Is there anyone that Kamala Harris could appoint as her vice president that you would find reassuring? Would make you consider voting for her?
I knew RFK Jr. way before that.
And she's not the first woman to run for the presidency, Hillary Clinton. I'm assuming no one voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016, so it's not necessarily going to sway you to vote for a woman in office. When do you think America will have a female president?
When there's a competent one, just I don't get a good feel for her.
I think she's an idiot.
Right.
Mary, why do you think that she's
idiot?
not that bright?
Because she hasn't done anything in the time that she's had. We don't know anything about her as far as her 3 years so far in the White House. She's not real smart. That's my opinion. It could be wrong.
If Vice President Kamala Harris wins the election,
What I tell y'all about opinions?
do you think that will be an honest result?
No one respects her.
So Harris as the nominee dramatically changes.
Now, can I unlock some of this for y'all? I had to play this, y'all. I wanted to give y'all some, but somebody just hit me and said, Rob, you got to play this. Thank you, Sonia. Can I unpack this? Sonia, you know I done told you about these opinions. But watch this, son. Just to unpack a bit of racism here. Okay? Can I just unpack a little bit of for you? The lady who says that she think Harris is not smart is also the lady who said she doesn't know anything about her or what she did as a VP. So with no actual knowledge, she just assumes the black woman is not smart. Brandon Weefall. This got to me. Stop it, Barry. If y'all didn't watch nothing else, y'all had to watch that. Plies even talked about it. I love Plies. I wonder if any of them has as much education. Hell no. Well, Mark, I cannot believe you just said that. Ain't now one of them no lawyer. Ain't now one of them been no DA. Ain't now one of them got been a senator. Mark, come on now. I wonder. Hell no, you ain't got to wonder. But y'all, I want y'all watch this now. I'm gonna give you a glossary. White people, what is it? White people, whippo, whatever they call it, terms. White people. I'm gonna give you a glossary of white people terms and their meanings, just in case you didn't know. A guide to assist you during this election cycle. Share the show to all your friends. They need to hear this. They need to hear this. I'm about to give it to you. DA, AG, DA, VP, Senator. That's. Y'all ready? Whenever they say thug, N-word. Inner city, N-word. When they say law and order, N-word. Welfare queen, N-word. You people, N-word. Take personal responsibility, N-word. Handouts, N-words. Socialism. These are the words you got about to hear. I'm giving y'all. This is why you have to share this show. See, I know y'all want to be the smartest person in the nail shop, but this ain't no time. We got to share this stuff now. Socialism, N-word. Marxists, N-word. Affirmative action, N-word. Whenever they mention Chicago, N-word. Urban, N-word. Critical race theory, N-word. Woke, N-word. As my girl Sonia so eloquently put it, diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, N-word. Victim and victim mentality, N-word. Per capita, N-word. Race baiter, N-word. Quota, N-word. Entitlements, N-word. Un-American, N-word. Democratic plantation, you're going to hear that a lot, N-word. You're going to hear that about from some of us, some of the people who look like us. Fatherless, N-word. Detroit, N-word. Low IQ, N-word. Should have complied, N-word. Did y'all get them? Y'all get them? Hold up. Got something else for you. I ain't finished. Hey, Sonia, you know Sonia Sandiford, I love you. Sonia Sandiford, when people ask you where you got that from, you got to say Robert Hatter came up with that term, black white nationalist. No, that wasn't it. They ain't gonna even mention that no more, Melvin dude. They ain't gonna mention that one no more. Yeah, they just did that the other day. They ain't mention that one no more, Melvin dude. But y'all, I saw this the other day. Saw this. But I tried, Sonia, to prepare y'all that I said, be prepared for these people gonna say anything about this woman. Cause they ain't talking about their policies. If y'all watch any of this bullshit, excuse me, y'all. They make me curse. Gary, they ain't talking about nothing about no policies. They just talking about. Can I give y'all some? Let me just run y'all through some of the stuff. Hold on. Where they do that? What does they do now? Watch this. Y'all, watch this one.
Yeah, and then there's the DEI press secretary telling you that the DEI vice president is the future of the party here. And so the future looks kind of dim for the Democrats here, but this is no shocker either. Kamala Harris, she's the original Haktua girl. That's the way she got where she is. And the party's going downhill if it's in her hands.
That was tough. That was harsh.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I want to slap the shit out of him for that one. Did y'all hear what he said? Do anybody not understand what he just said? Should I play it again? Do everybody understand what he just said? About one of the most accomplished, brilliant women on the planet. Do y'all understand? Is it anybody who don't understand what he just said? It's okay.
Yeah, and then there's the DEI press secretary telling you that the DEI vice president is the future of the party here. And so the future looks...
The DEI presser, Corinne Pierre, happened to be a black woman. A DEI press secretary. Not just slept her way, Trey Phillips. That's a PG way of saying it. Watch this.
Kind of dim for the Democrats here, but this is no shocker either. Kamala Harris, she's the original Hawk Tuah girl. That's the way she got where she is. And
the original Hawk Tuah girl. Go Google that, and you come back and tell me later what that is. Because I'm not going to, I just don't even want to talk about it on this show. But this way, this song with a damn American flag on his damn chest, and he talking about the America's vice president. Yeah. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Oh, I like the way Sonya put it. Sonya Santafasita a particular way. I like that. Girl, you all right with me. I mess with you. Did y'all hear what that son bitch just? Y'all, this man got an American flag as a tie. And he talking about the vice president of the United States of America like this.
the party's going downhill if it's in her hands.
That was tough. That was harsh.
Even the two people on the thing said, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what, though? The dude's name is Alex Lace. He's the author of a book called First Class Fatherhood. Now, don't y'all go tweeting that fucker. Don't y'all go adding him. Don't y'all go do nothing. I don't want to raise his rock. I'm trying to get y'all straight. Fox News is terrible. Even the one in Houston, Texas, is terrible too. Y'all listening to me? Don't go and engage in him, because it tricks and makes his algorithm better, make it more popular. I just want you to know what's going on. He's the author, First Class Fatherhood. He's a racist. He's a misogynist pig, calling Kamala Harris the original Hawk Tuah girl, a reference to oral sex, and a DEI vice president. His kids must be very proud. Be careful, Alex. Karma is a BITCH. You gonna have a daughter, and she gonna mess around and be a Hawk Tuah girl for a brother. You keep on messing around. Keep on messing around. He self-described himself as a first-class father. He wants his white supremacy followers to believe that a black woman can't be successful, so she slept her way to the top. So she effed and screwed everybody who voted for her. for the attorney general. And she come on, y'all. Some women voted for Trump. I guess she slept with the women too. Shit, her little polar body ain't gonna be worth for nothing then. And she done did all this sleeping. He's supposed to be the proud father of 4 kids while supporting a sexual predator. And y'all, he came on and tweeted. Wait a minute, wait that motherfucker. Wait, yeah, excuse me. Did I go too far on Fox News calling Kamala Harris? That's him. I ain't gonna put him up there too long. Y'all know what though? Though I search. That's why I tell y'all need to share this show. I don't know why a million people ain't watching this show right now. Golly. Because we got some dumbass people. We got some ignorant ass people. Everybody should be sharing this show right now. Everybody should be calling their friends and say, get on this show and listen to it right now. Instead of just saying, whoa and wow and whoa. Hell no. We got people got to know this shit, man. Y'all with one thing. I've researched the internet extensively. I can't seem to find any pictures of VP Harris with Jeffrey Epstein. Not one. I even tried to find information on VP Harris paying off a porn star. Not one. No results were found. These American Nazis are scared as hell. And every time I hear somebody make a comment like this, no matter who it's about, it makes me curious about his browser history. And I've got to call him out every single time I see it. And already in the email, Fox News. It's unacceptable. In any political discourse, man, just talk about what? Let's talk about the woman's let's talk about talk about what you're doing. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. But hold up, I'm trying to bring you in. I got you in there. Talk to us. Talk to us. Glad to see you well, my brother.
Man. Yes, do it, baby. Say, let me tell you. This election gonna be pretty fun, boy.
What?
It's gonna be pretty fun.
What?
It's gonna be pretty fun. They done gave the rabbit the gun now. It's gonna be pretty fun.
What?
Bugs Bunny, they got the gun now. Yosemite had the gun. Boy, it's fun. And we can talk about some sports. I just want to throw something in there.
Go throw something in there. Then we can get it. Come on.
They really are concerned about the females that the vice president could possibly attract. Man, when Taylor Swift came out the bush,
what?
But that let me tell you something. Put it like this. You know what I'm saying? Let you guys think. Y'all are really, really smart. Just pull up certain antennas that other people don't normally pull up. Just say the mega. And if you was to approximate about how large the public mega society is.
You're talking about the MAGA.
MAGA,
okay.
MAGA, whatever they want to call it.
Whatever they want.
So Okay, you know, like in basketball, we always say, let's say if if in the playoffs, you say, well, if the Lakers are playing against, you know, uh, let's say the Phoenix Suns, then you're gonna say, well, probably LeBron and KD are going to cancel each other out. So then it becomes okay. AD, Devin Booker probably have to cancel each other out on the offensive end. Probably gonna cancel each other out offensively. So then it becomes to you start thinking about the other guys. Okay, who's going to win this game? So then you got to say, well, Bradley Beal.
Oh, you got a green shirt on, baby.
Would he be able to do it versus D'Angelo Russell? Would they cancel? Oh, I get advantage of Bradley Beal. So then you go down the line. My point is, in the support, same thing for states. This election comes down as most of the past to the swing states. You guys, and certain swing states, people already know historically swing to the left, and while others historically, in the past decade or 2 decades, swing to the right. Well, here's my point. Back to the MAGA. However large, or however many offensive points that you think that MAGA could score, meaning that MAGA was the X factor against Biden, right? Or was a key player in the starting lineup. Well, what just happened now is almost like a trade took place. Took a trade and made Kamala for Biden. Well, in doing so, part of that trade, you automatically got that came in with Kamala was a Taylor Swift endorsement, a Beyonce endorsement. Not to saying they wasn't endorsing Biden, but they're energetic. Everybody who pees sitting down is a potential for Kamala Harris. That's spooky because in the coming months, these ads they're not going to go down the same rabbit hole. They're going to come from these punches are going to come from a different angle. And they're talking about, what about a debate? I wish like hell they put that white man in front of this district attorney to try to debate. I don't think they would ever do that. I think he would say, you know what, hell with it, I ain't got to debate her and going on. But my point is, just pay attention, because now you have armies. You have, once again, who do you think is larger, Taylor Swift's followers or the MAGA followers? Taylor, remind you, before you even care to start thinking about answering that, remember, MAGA is primarily confined within United States, with a few sprinkled here and there. Taylor Swift is worldwide. Mind you, worldwide can't vote, but it's worldwide. Beyonce is worldwide, but Beyonce would have been offset by the MAGA with Beyonce plus Taylor, and they're not done. They got some others coming. This is going to be fun. Anyway, let's get and talk some sports. Man, I first had them. I come back to Texas. Now, man, I was going and I realized, man, my heart goes out to little Aiden Burt. That's the young lady who was shot and killed at the coaches' convention. She was just at the sports bar, just chilling with some of her people. And this bar we've been to before, it was popular for where coaches would go and get some social consumption in between sessions at the state tournament, right? And so once again, guys, this young lady has lost her life. She's a kid. She was a coach at Jasper High School, 28 years old. And, Jasper has been popular a couple of decades ago remember during the dragging death of a black man by, I think it was at least 2 white men 2 or 3 decades ago. So that's what Jasper was popular. If you about to say, "But man, I heard of that before." Where did I heard of Jasper? It's about an hour and maybe a maybe an hour and a half from the airport in Houston, something like that. But shout out, I mean, was thinking about her, man. That's one. Number two, so much talk about, of course, Peach Jam recap. Shout out to Gary Charles, went over and supported his event the other day while in Las Vegas. You know, um, one of the OGs of the grassroots basketball scene. The history of grassroots basketball could not be told in America if without mentioning Gary Charles' name. We've had him on the Chop Shop about maybe at least three times. Um, he's popularized, used to work on Wall Street and found a way and had a grassroots program that produced a couple of NBA players. But he's been an advocate and a fighter within the grassroots sector. He's one of the reasons and one of the ones. How do you remember the time he came on and asked us not to refer it to the summer ball as AAU, because we would do it so mistaken. It was like grassroots basketball. That's what it is. AAU, you're giving indirect advertisements to an organization that was ran by an admitted pedophile who's allegedly touching little boys. So you're basically giving air into those tires by mentioning AAU. A lot of people don't even realize that because times have changed. But yeah, he's from Hatter's hometown.
and Gary Charles, that guy. Yeah. What you talking about? Pop dude?
The Pee Wee Herman.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. So, but anyway, shout out to him. And also Peach Jam. They had, I guess, the Nike got what they wanted. When you're making the schedule, you try to fix it, whereas you do the bracket so that your top 2 seeds can meet in the championship. That's what anybody that does a tournament, that's why you seed the teams. And of course, Oakland Soldiers and the Knight Riders were number 1, number 2 seed coming into that event. They both earned their way into the championship. And you had the number 1 player in the country opposite the number 2 player in the country. And both lived up to the hype throughout the entire week of Peace Jam. A lot of things would come up out of the Peace Jam that was questionable, like the NCAA and their decision on the times and the days that was live, or the times that the coaches could come out. I spoke with a lot of them; they were pissed off about that. But for the most part, I think that a lot of people, it was a great showing, great a great event as always. The teams from out of Texas, I think JL3 made it to the semifinals in Dallas. So that was good in regard. Lost to the Oakland Soldiers in the semifinals. And so that's a good showing.
Why did they get beat so bad?
You say so bad?
Yeah. They seem like they got soundly beat from when I watched the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't a 30 piece, It was it was double digits. That Oakland Soldiers team that team has number 1 rising senior, the number 1 rising junior, and another top 5 rising senior. So those are 3 bona fide 5-stars and game changers. When you have that and the rest of those guys are playing their roles, your team would have to play beyond their means unless you have 3 5-stars that are in the same range of consideration. And not saying you can't beat them.
So you're saying JL3 didn't have a chance in hell?
JD, the chance that JL3 would have had against Oakland Soldiers, that Oakland Soldiers team that was playing this past weekend, with the chemistry that they played with, it would have taken an A+ game from JL3 and a C- game from Oakland Soldiers. So it's possible, but they would have to been clicking on all cylinders, meaning that all every spark plug under the hood would have to have been producing some fire. And that's what would for them to win. It was one of those things where it was going to be tough, but and you also need a little luck
But
here.
I noticed you said double figures. It was a 20-point loss. That's double figures, but it's a 20. It was 86-66. That's why I said it. Usually 20. That's a lot. And Jimmy, it was something glaring. Because I've been praising the young man, but I just didn't understand why Nigel had 1 point. No, 0 points.
Well, the game before, and that's the consistency thing. They look at the game before, Nigel.
But there's no such thing as a bad game in a big game. This was the biggest game of his career right here, though.
But in regards to Nigel,
but look who he's playing against.
But Nigel wasn't option one.
I didn't say he was
option two. That's what I'm saying. Nigel wasn't.
But scored 0 points. He's one of the top players in the country.
But I understand that, but he wasn't among the. He's not any of the first three options on.
Is he one of the top players in the country? Because you just talked about how many top players the other team had.
They got 3 projected pros.
I ain't talking about that.
From an Oakland Soldiers.
I said they got, but so Nigel is not a staple of this team. He one of the big 4.
Yeah, but
now you trying to talk about he's not this and he's not this. He one of the big 4.
Listen, Nigel, a good game from Nigel would bring you 9 to 12 points.
He didn't score nothing, Jimmy.
So 9 to 12. So Nigel, 9 to 12 points. If you give him 9 to 12, they still lose by 8 to 11 instead of 20. So what I'm saying is these not all play. I just said it a while ago. You asked me, they have a chance. Hell, I said everybody on the team that plays would have to have been clicking and playing their A+ game.
I understand that part.
This wasn't one of those games where it had to come down to say, well, we need Sheldon to play good or we need Sebastian.
He didn't play well either.
You needed all 8 guys who in the rotation to play great, not good, just to have a chance to beat that team. They were that much better.
But that same team got their ass whooped the next day.
They got beat by that team was better than everybody else except the Night Riders. The Night Riders ain't lost a game in EYBL in Peace Jam in 3 years. That's the only team to ever done it in the history of Peace Jam. Now, I ain't say the history of the EYBL. I say the history of Peace Jam, which is far longer than the EYBL. Ain't no team went undefeated 3 years in a row at Peace Jam. So that they was not beating the Night Riders on the other side of the bracket. Now the thing that was the cooler thing, because like if the the JL3 who won their pool by point differential, and Drive Nation took the 2nd seed. Drive Nation, well, not point differential, won it by head to head. It was a tie for first between JL3 and Drive Nation. JL3 beat Drive Nation head to head, so they claimed the 1st seed. Drive Nation had to play the Night Riders in the 1st round. If Drive Nation would have lost that game to the Florida Rebels, then JL3 would have took the 2nd seed and played the Night Riders first. So, but the thing is, those teams, understand, people, going to say, well, the Night Riders are the best team in hit. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare, but you can't just,
can't dismiss it.
You can't take it away from it. You can't take it away from it. We understand a lot of the other teams don't have the same thump that a lot of the other, like, in other words, your 10th through 24th teams, at the Peace Jam are not as good as the 10th to the 24th teams of yesteryear. But at the same time, that's not the Night Riders' fault. Night Riders had chemistry. The role players remain stars in their roles. Huh?
They had this kid named Dante and Gibson. I said,
you tip your lid to him. I mean, that's and then of course, we got a guy that we got one of the avid followers of the Chop Shop who watches every day or every other day, and he's a coach with the Night Riders program. That's Coach Farb. Coach Farb is part of the coaching staff, so he made history again. For on the right side of history, and so that's a Texas connection and a Louisiana connection because the director or the founder of the Night Riders is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Baton Rouge, and lived in New Orleans, down in that area, and that's young fella Keno. So it's a connection down south and to the Houston, Louisiana connection with that Night Riders program. Shout out to them, man. They got it done. I'm just, proud. I got a big thing. I met with them, saw those guys, met with Mark with the Oakland Soldiers, talked to him about some things, got some good stuff. Man, I'm so proud. I can't leak it all out now, but boy, it was a successful trip. I can just put it like that, to say the least. But now action has moved on. We ask you guys to share the show to your timelines, to your groups, to your pages. I'm going to do the same as we speak to my story I'm sharing right now. We're going to get you guys to do the same as we are 25 minutes past the hour. And on the Chop Shop, we get that share in. Meanwhile, the College Basketball Academy is taking place right now in South Carolina. That's an individual camp. It's the only live event in the country. You have invite, kind of semi-invite only type camp, and plus you have teams that are invited. So basically, the NCAA handles the individual camp, and the USA Basketball is in charge of the club championships. They invite like say for example, it's a certain amount of teams from each sneaker line they invite. Now, whether they accept those invites or not, then that's another whole thing. They invite these teams and they play. So this is a much greater pool of teams than a year ago, which was their first year doing it. USA Basketball, again, they send the invites out to a lot of teams, and they pay for these teams to come, Hal. So that's another thing. So if you tapped out and your money is funny, USA Basketball is paying for all of the kids who get invited for the camp, the individual camp, and a parent, plus the teams get to come at no expense, reared up on them, and they take care of the hotels. So that's cool. That's an awesome thing. So now, as they go forward, what they try to do in one of the divisions, only a 9th grade and a 10th grade division. Those are the only two divisions they have. And what they've done, or they attempted to do in one of the divisions, is they attempted to put a Nike team, an Under Armour team, and an Adidas team in each pool. That way now you get a chance to play against a team that you probably haven't seen all summer long. Good thing in regards to that. So, but now JL3 and Drive Nation were the only two teams from the 10th grade that were invited from the state of Texas, or that invited and accepted, put it like that. JL3 lost in the first round of bracket play.
Jimmy, quick question. Is it all this 17 and
Two
under?
teams advanced. No, 10th grade and 9th grade division, two separate divisions.
Okay.
We're talking about 10th grade right now.
Okay.
10th grade, JL3, which won JL3 won the 10th grade championship a year ago. So that team of JL3 we spoke about a little while ago that advanced to the semifinals of the Peach Jam, that team won this particular tournament last year. They beat Arizona Unity in the championship. That Arizona Unity program is pretty doggone. They're pretty productive this year. Speaking of, I'm about to mention them shortly. For example, Arizona Unity beat JL3 in the first round by 28 points. They stumped a mud hole in JL3. Now, mind you, this JL3 16 and under team is the team that's the same team how they beat John Uri team twice this summer. And people were coming to the defense saying, well, John Uri only had 6 players at the Gasso the second time you played them. And my thing was, well, you had those same 6 players in the quarterfinals, in the semifinals, or in the championship. Whenever you played, before you played against them, you beat other people with that same 6 players. Then people say, well, man, JL3 had John Uri had a couple of 10th graders on his team as well. Well, get you. But you also had 11th graders and 12th graders on your team. That the JL3 team had only 10th graders. So that bottom line is this team got beat by 28 to Arizona Unity. So that means it goes to show that how talented, and this JL3 16U team did not qualify for Peace Jam. Arizona Unity proceeded to beat the D1 Minnesota, and then they beat New Heights, right? And they beat New Heights this morning. It was a 3-point game, 78-75, and they have advanced to the championship. So in the championship, we have Arizona Unity versus Indy Elite. Indy Elite beat Drive Nation on yesterday in the quarterfinals. So it's Adidas. Indy Elite is Adidas versus Arizona Unity, which is EYBL Nike sponsored program. You have Adidas versus Nike there. Now in the 9th grade bracket, JL3 advanced to the bracket play, and of course they got knocked out in the first round again by Arizona Unity. So their 9th graders eliminated beat JL3. The 10th graders beat JL3, 10th graders. So we're talking 9th grade right now. Arizona Unity advanced to the semis, where this morning they suffered a 57-56 loss to PSA. Now this PSA team, of course, is out of New York, and a 1-point game. They're Nike sponsored as well. Now, the reason I mentioned Arizona Unity, I would say that this PSA game this PSA win was actually an upset to me. Actually an upset. Why would it be an upset? Because PSA team didn't even qualify. Arizona Unity made it to the championship of Peace Jam and lost at the buzzer. This Arizona Unity 9th grade team. So they left Peace Jam, stayed on the road, went to South Carolina to participate in this event, and made it to the semis after making it to the championship of Peace Jam. Mean Streets will play PSA. They're probably playing right now, if I'm not mistaken, for the championship of that 9th grade division in South Carolina. So Thaddeus Moody should be proud of the Mean Streets, was based out of Illinois. So Mark L would say, Jimmy, I understand there are a good amount of college coaches observing the players at the academy. Yeah, I would assume so. Understand, They can't go anywhere else. Bottom line, the NCAA made this event live so that it gave little choice to. That's what I'm talking about. It gave little choice to those who were invited, because if you choose to play elsewhere and not come to this, the Division I coaches cannot come and see you play on this during this at this time. So that's the thing, which is I would do the same thing. Smart move. That means you help value your product, especially if you're making the rules. So I get it. I get it. What else we got over there? How do you say it? Thanks, Matt? What Matt say?
No, he was just telling me about. He said, "Have a great day." That's Matt Shue,
Okay.
not Matt.
Okay. So
Matt Shue. That's my golf coach.
yeah. So
That's my golf coach right there.
so that's okay. So go. Okay. Now we got of course, other stuff. We're coming up on the end of, for many, the grassroots season has ended,
Yeah.
and now it's time to reflect back on if you had to do it all over again.
That's a good one.
For those you are involved in grassroots, if you had to do it all over again, are you totally satisfied with your decision? Which decision would you have made differently during the grassroots season? And I think at some point in time, these type of conversation is good because it can help people learn stuff. Is it something that you learned during the grassroots season that you did not know along the way? Is it something that is there a myth? That's the better way I'm really asking. Is there a myth that you heard and then when you went out there and saw with your own eyes to be pretty much dispelled or not necessarily true from your vantage point of the room? What share it out there. Let us know. Let us know. Meanwhile, we
Go. You good?
What'd you say?
No, I didn't say that. You said meanwhile what?
Meanwhile, the NCAA has released their schedule for next year. The recruiting calendar for August all the way through August 24, all the way through August 25. And the schedule is pretty much the identical of this year. The dates change, but the weekends are pretty much the same. That I don't know if that's good or bad to some, but the times would definitely need to be tweaked on certain weekends. For example, when the college coaches could come out to Peach Jam last week, they came out on that Friday, but they couldn't come out to 6 o'clock in the evening, which made absolutely no sense in the world.
I mean, what?
And had they been able to come out in the mornings,
why didn't it make no sense? So why would you think the NCAA made that rule? Don't they consult with coaches?
I think somehow you could be too smart for your own good, or you be too smart, think you're so smart till you become dumb. It was really and nobody really paid attention to it until it was too late, because they had been out the week before, and on that Friday the week before, they can come out starting on that morning or starting at noon. But you come out this Friday, which was this past Friday, it's 6 p.m. Just didn't make no sense, and it really didn't. And you start thinking about it, what you doing? Saving the coaches a night from a hotel, that because they instead of them coming in on Thursday night.
Yeah,
that's what you did. I mean, what do you? It didn't make any sense whatsoever. Just like it didn't make much sense from Nike to make their schedule the way they did it, to where it hindered a lot of the people. Because my thing is this: Nike, if you know that the college coach, the D1 schools can't come out to 6 p.m., then why are any of the 17 and under teams playing before then? They could have shuffled it around. Let them June bugs and those underclassmen play up earlier, first of all, and that way you maximize the exposure for those young men who most of are enduring their last lap around the track. That's the thing that's important.
But Jimmy,
So that was,
in the grand scheme of things, them coaches have seen them kids a lot, right? So did it really matter?
Yeah, for more it matters than it don't. And I talked about that when I was there. But here's why. There's always going to be kids that's going to catch the attention of certain coaches, and the week before, or whenever the last game before. And there are certain guys that may be role players on that bench that may get an extra opportunity because of injuries, because some teams may be eliminated, or some kids may just shut it down. They get those opportunities. Heather, your son was one of those kids 11 summers ago or 12 summers ago that got one of those very opportunities. And that was, remember, the played with the Houston Hoops. They went to Las Vegas and ended their summer in Las Vegas. Got a chance to play against a kid who's just wreaking shop in the NBA right now, Jalen Brunson, and the Mac Irvin Fire in the championship. And guess what happened? Going into that, there was already certain kids like Justice Winslow had already said he wasn't playing because he wanted to go to the Under Armour 24. Mm-hmm. Remember, Justin Winslow played all 3 circuits that summer. Remember? He went with the Under Armour event. He went to Adidas Nations, and he played with the Nike base with the Houston Hoops. But he did all 3. But anyway, several of the starters, as I recall, from the 2013s, which actually was summer 2012, that was the class of 2013. That summer 2012, several of the Houston Hoops guys, that team was loaded now. Justin Winslow, Justin Jackson, Keith Frazier, Kelly Oubre.
I don't remember missing nobody, but I just can't remember. I don't remember missing nobody but Keith Frazier.
Oh, you were missing a lot. Let me refresh your memory.
I don't remember.
Refresh your memory. You were missing so many players by the time you got to the championship day or the semifinals that the Houston Hoops had to move up one of the kids from the underclassmen team to play with them. They moved the young man up. I want to say the kid was from, what? That was one of those kids that went to Sealsby.
I don't remember, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't remember that one.
Yeah. It's not. We're not talking about the kids that went to Sealsby right now, like this graduating class.
I'm just saying. I didn't remember that.
Another young man. They moved that joker up, and he played with the Houston Hoops team, and that team still made it to the championship. Your son was in the start.
They won the championship. They won.
They beat the Mac. Now understand. Mac Irvin Fire, the big fella didn't play. Jaleel Okafor.
No, he played. Jimmy, he played.
Well, did Brunson play?
Yeah, both of them played.
Both of them played. Now they were missing somebody, maybe not them two.
Yeah,
and it was kind of like Alfalfa whooped Butch. That not Butch used to grab his, put his hand on Alfalfa's forehead, and Alfalfa would be swinging. That's how that game was propelled as. And I'm gonna tell you something. And each game, it made different people shine because they didn't get a chance to get the opportunity because the minutes were not yielding in their favor with those other guys on the court. So that's the answer to your question. Yes, it matters to some people. To some, it don't matter. They already good to go.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys that stuck between levels that got a chance to play their way between low to mid, or from mid to high. This is those opportunities. It still helps. Yeah. What else we had? Houston Christian University in the news today. Houston Christian, in case you guys missed, they were the only Division I school to protest or to counter or to file suit going to take it into legal matters against the NCAA's recent decision about the payouts from the with the networks, the name, image, likeness. It's going to cost everybody so many $1 million over the period of time, and they attempted to counter that, and the judge dismissed it, denied that motion. They objected that from Houston Christian University, which is formerly known as HBU, Houston Baptist University. So uh, let you know that. Of course, also in the news, we got Humble ISD as voted last night at a board hearing. I heard it was a spirited board meeting where they voted 4-3 in favor of uh, terminating the contract of the superintendent, right? And the superintendent was from, I think the accusation was uh, failure to maintain a proper relationship, something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And I was reading through the article in the Houston Chronicle, and the people got up and testified and said, we want to know what she do, because y'all are being quiet on this. What happened? And my thing is, if you went to that meeting and did not know or had not been privy to any type of intel of what this superintendent is accused of doing, then you might be supporting the wrong dish. You must be living. You ain't have no business being there. If you don't know, unless you're just being facetious and just want, everybody knows what the accusation is, or in regarding that superintendent. Everybody knows in that district. Are you serious? What you want to do? Say it. They're basically not saying it publicly, basically basically as a way of protecting from further embarrassment, possibly. But that's all we put on that part right there. In case you're wondering, it is 46 minutes past the hour. We're on that late lunch break. Then you have 14 minutes to clock on back in. Shout out to Rod Wells. Know he's going to be happy at baseball. The Dodgers will get the season debut from the guy that's supposed to be their ace, Clayton Kershaw. He makes his way to the mound today against the Giants. And the Dodgers, who are doing pretty well, they've been pretty banged up. Of course, Mookie is out. Kershaw, this is his first game all season. A lot of teams have been bitten with that injury bug. Of course, the Astros, I think last time I saw you guys, the Astros were indeed the hottest team in Major League Baseball through the month of June. And as we speak, the Astros are in sole possession of first place right now. They were 10 games behind a month and a half ago. They were 10 games behind. Speaking of injuries, we don't have Verlander. Tucker has been out for a month. Now, I'm just talking about guys who's played this year. I'm not going to go into the other guys who's part of the Astros starters that are not going to play this year at all, or possibly not play at all. I'm not going to even get into them. I'm just going to talk about the key guys that we know that are part of the plan that's going to be in uniform at some point in time. Again, Tucker will be back in a couple of weeks, I'm projecting. But this Astros are in first place after winning last night, combined with Seattle losing to the Angels. I think the Angels have beat Seattle like 6 straight times. But Astros doing Astros things right now.
Yeah,
shout out. Hey,
Pretty
I
decent.
like the brother. The brother getting to play at first base, Singleton. He earned him a spot. A lot of guys earn playing time. But and you know, at first, don't get it twisted, man. This new manager, Joe Empanada, he
Well, he good
he
now?
received a lot of criticism at first.
Cause they was tearing his
Huh?
head. They was tearing his head off the bone.
Yeah, yeah. So at the same, that just goes to show me you got to give, let some things process itself, and before passing judgment, because it seems like Astros guys are in a comfort zone and they're playing good ball. You got to be more consistent. They got to be more consistent. That bullpen is, to me, it makes me very nervous. The guy Hader, who we got in the off season from the Padres, he's been, to me, heavy trash. And when it matters most, when needed at the most, and hopefully he gets a lot better. Otherwise, they should really consider guys like putting hell. He ain't no worse than having Presley as the closer. That's why we went and got that, because Presley was struggling. We haven't had a closer for the Astros in a while. A reliable. I'm talking about reliable closer.
Why is
When
that?
he comes out, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think so many guys, because nowadays how they used to be, the closer would be the guy come out the bullpen and throw 100 miles per hour, 99, 100. Now that ain't nothing now. Everybody got somebody on the roster throwing 99 or 100. Don't get it twisted. Now you get this boy from the Pittsburgh, that went to LSU. That's the rookie right now. Get him coming out. He's throwing 103, 100. So his fire a little bit. He has super unleaded. But I don't know. I mean, no. But at the same time, baseball, I like the All-Star game. I watched it. It was fun. I didn't get a chance to watch the WNBA. Was traveling their All-Star game. You got to watch that?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Hey, them girls had that Enrique Ogumwale.
A girl from Dallas. That's
Oh,
Notre Dame.
oh my goodness.
Played Notre Dame, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She the truth. She the truth.
So do you think that WNBA team should go to the Olympics instead?
No, hell no. They just beat them that game. That other team, if they played again, that other team. I mean, that's a friendly. You don't show everything in your friendlies. I was proud of South Sudan though, the team that gave the USA a run for their damn money. I was proud of them. Your boy heavy trash, man.
They were leading by double digits in that game. I heard.
Man, them dude wasn't missing. They wasn't missing, man. Man, that 3-point shot, man. Boy, if you got the ability to hit it at the right time, and now you got to realize now these games ain't but 40 minutes now. Ain't no 48 minutes. Your ass can get beat. You can't come back that extra 8 minutes where you usually coming back. You can't be getting that down 10-0 and 10-8. Yeah, you can't. You just can't do it. And I hope we got outside. I hope KD ready to play. Cause your homeboy heavy trash.
What Joel Embiid say online?
Heavy trash. Everybody talking about him, man.
What did he say? I missed it.
First of all, them fans told him. The fans told him when he was walking out, give us our damn passport back, because you ain't done nothing with it. Them French fans. Right? So then he's talking about he the most hated player in the league. Dude, don't nobody hate you. You ain't done nothing. So
didn't he get an MVP?
Yeah, but that's it. And they wanted to get at the Joker. They just didn't want Joker to win that thing all them times on the road. You know politics is at play. What would you about to say?
I mean, I was just thinking about the USA basketball thing. It was one
I
thing
like the team though. I've been enjoying. I've been enjoying it.
We talked about this last time they had the Olympics.
Mhm.
And shout out Eric Ridgway and Jeremy Cunningham. I see you, and Sonia Billingsley. Shout out you guys join on. Make sure you share the show. Ricky Scott from out in Missouri. Shout out to you as well. Here's what you guys got to notice something. And understand, I'm trying to get people. One thing about these Olympic teams, these are a combination of superstars from various teams in the National Basketball Association. When you put all of these stars together, it's almost like if you look at these grassroots basketball teams, they are a combination of superstars from various high schools. I'm talking about the sneaker teams. That's what I'm talking about. The sneaker team. They're combinations of various superstars from various high schools, from various districts within that region or their adjoining state. When you put that combination of talent together, here's what happens. Some of them going to rise to the top, and you will really truly be able to tell. Some will float or sink to the bottom of the rotations. That don't mean that dude is not good. He's still not a superstar. It just lets you know it's obvious over a period of extended time that certain guys you thought was better than certain guys ain't better than certain guys. Not many players are not going to play that's supposed to be playing in USA basketball once you get into tournament play. Once you get there, they've played so many times, they've practiced, they've scrimmaged. It sorts itself out. That's why it was so easy to tell when Harrison Barnes was named to the last Olympic team, if I'm not mistaken. And he was a new kid on the block, hot name, and he got there and he didn't play that much. Draymond Green didn't play that much. He was not a primary option on the last Olympic team that he was on. You pay attention, that lets you, just like on these grassroots teams, you put certain guys on these teams, next thing you know, what the first thing y'all do when you look at the box score? Man, so-and-so ain't play. So-and-so, why he ain't do nothing? Man, he ain't done nothing. Okay, look at the Olympic teams in the same manner for which you look at some of these sneaker programs, these sneaker-sponsored grassroots teams. When you look at their bench, or you look at a guy who might have been a star, right, and he played with another program, but he decided to come to this program, and now you're a role guy. If you go all the way back to that dream team back in '92, and you look on that team, of course, that 12th man was a college kid. Christian Laettner was the 12th man on that team. But going into there, a lot of people, because this one player was so hated by a lot of the media in basketball. But he got on that team, and he was arguably, the most productive player throughout the entire Olympics for the Dream Team. I say arguably. He was one of the top 2 or 3 easily. I remember it like it was yesterday, and that's Charles Barkley. People were saying, man, that 6'5", 6'6", he wouldn't be able to get it done against all that length and that stuff in himself. He was the aggressor. He was the enforcer. He was the bulldog. that needed. You can see then certain after you come back from performing and winning that goal, you have a different level of respect for certain players that you may have thought was better than they were, or vice versa. This is what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. They're going to be already the narrative is swinging in the direction of validating Anthony Davis, LeBron James. Some are already going, which I think is too premature. It's too early. He's the best player they got. It's too premature. They got a lot of basketball left. You know, as far as we say player, meaning that not the whole body of work of his career. We're talking about right now in the moment. There's going to be players on this team, at least 2 more, that are going to fill that role and personify themselves. And they will be forever remembered for what they did with this team en route to winning a gold medal. Now, this team got a lot of work to do. Yes, we know that. We know that. But at the same time, Steve Kerr fingerprints is on this team too, so he has to make decisions. He hadn't been the best at making decisions recently when it comes to rosters and whatnot. When it comes to personnel on putting on the floor, he's not a star in his role as of late. So, quite sure that guys like Popovich could be helping him from afar. But we'll see how this team fares. And remember, people aren't watching this dream team to see them win the gold. More people will be watching this dream team, this supreme team, or whatever they want to call them, to see them lose. That's a different whole. The dream team, people watched the dream team because we were in a defining moment. We were in a rebellious state. Remember, we were just a couple of years moved from the Million Man March. We were just a minute from what was it back in those, and during that time you had the braids and the cornrows movement going on. You had guys so there was a lot of stuff going on in our society, and during that time, and it was refreshing. This one right here appears to be frustrating to a lot of people instead of refreshing. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and be watching it closely. But it is that time to slide on down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing. I'm back with you guys on the Chop Shop. I'll be back in the saddle on hell. It's Baby Friday. Dang. Back with you guys on Monday. Don't forget this weekend, in case I'll close with this. We are JRB Events is hosting a $50 one-day event. $50 per team, one-day event on Sunday, July 8th. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday, July the 28th, this Sunday, $50 per team. There's only about 4 slots left. Only 4 slots left. The information, you can go on to rcsports.com. Look on the front, on that homepage, you'll see the link to reserve your slot. We're seeking 5th grade or 6th grade teams. 5th grade, 6th grade, or we might even take a 7th grade. We got a 5th, 6th, or 7th grade team. You can come, put them in, and play twice. You won't be in the gym all day. And we'll have some fun checking you out on Sunday afternoon. One day, $50.
Okay.
And you get a chance to get your players get some ink. As you guys know, the social media account at JRB Event with no S. And you guys, you see after each game, some of the stars get their shine.
So how many grades is? So it go from what?
It goes from 5th grade up to 11th to 12th
Oh,
grade.
so okay, but you just said you want some young teams right now. You want
5th, 6th, or 7th.
okay.
6th or 7th grade, what we take at this time. And you guys make sure, like, come on over and you play 2 games. 50, you can't beat that nowhere. And get a chance to play. I make the schedule according to how you want your first game to be. Our last game of the 3 o'clock, 1 a.m. And we have 3 LH event. So that's pretty much it.
Jimmy,
And
on Monday, Jimmy, you gonna have to have those on Monday because I'm going the golf tournament, the Vernon Dean golf tournament on top. But I'm gonna check in from the golf tournament and let y'all know what's going on out there. But cause it's from 8 to 1. But I'll touch bases with you. You know, I'll come in and let you know what's going on out there. It's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be real nice. I'm gonna tell you the people who are gonna be out there, and I'm looking forward to this one. Same one we had last year, but this year it's on Monday. We'll do it early in the morning, 8 o'clock. If you want to come out, Quail Valley Golf Course, the El Dorado course on Monday, the Vernon Dean Foundation Golf Tournament.
Well, there you go, of course. And we see you guys on Monday. Of course, I'll be here bright and early at 12 noon Central Standard Time with the Chop Shop. Make sure you spread the word. We are back in the saddle. We got a lot to talk about over the weekend. And, of course, we're going to get in and end it right on that note. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door. To everybody that joins us on the Chop Shop, appreciate it. Make sure you spread the word. We'll be back at it on Monday. But right now, peace. You gotta let him take us out. You gotta show a peace sign or something. Hey. You got him in his militant outfit. You got the boy out there ready to go march, ready to go march down Crenshaw Boulevard or something right there. Got his black on. Don't get no